back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. And I'm well rested for the first time in a long fucking time. I've had enough sleep. I've been eating alright. I'm one day into giving up the darts, and my temp hasn't even been that bad. I thought it was going to go off the charts, but I've been quite a pleasant person to be around today. Although I've really wanted a cigarette today, really felt like smoking. It's been hard not to. Maybe I'll do 2 months on, 3 months off, because I do love smoking. And what else am I going to do? I was thinking of maybe becoming a cigar guy. And once a fortnight, just spending a bit of money and buying a fucking Cuban. Just buying a Cuban and just fucking hoffing that back. I don't know about the cigars. Because you want to smoke good ones and they're expensive. And what am I going to do? Sit around all week like a fucking idiot? Just have one cigar. That sounds like I'll be having more than one cigar a week and it will become a very expensive habit. Or I can just not buy the cigars, put that money away and fly to fucking Cuba and bring back some cigars that will last me for the rest of the year. I had a fucking great day today. It was as good as getting high this morning. It was an RDO for everyone at work today. For the whole company. RDO is like a rostered day off. What they do is they take 2 hours out of your pay every week and put it to the side. And once a month you get a day off, a rostered day off. So you get 12 extra days off a year, but you're paying it yourself. So everyone was off today, but they asked me to work. I'm like, all right, I'll work, because they needed some shit done. Anyway, I get up. I've had no sleep. I don't even want to go. I was deliberately late. I knew the other guy I was going to be working with. He normally takes a 45-minute shit in the morning. So I was like, I've got a little bit of leeway here. So I just set my alarm a little bit late. I get to work late. And the guy I'm working with, who on Friday asked me to work, he said, we really need your help. I turn up and he's like, oh, Dave. Oh, fuck. I forgot you were going to work today. I'm like, hey. Don't worry about it. I can go home, mate. I'm fucking 2 minutes from bed and my pillow. I can get the fuck out of here. It's no problem at all. And he's like, yeah, just go home then. I'm like, see you later. And I walked out of work and I just had a dump of serotonin like I'd taken pure ecstasy in Goa in the 90s. It just fucking dropped. Then I just got a bunch of shit done that I was going to try and get done during the week after work. So what probably would have taken me all week after work took me 1 day. That's the way I'm fucking operating here. I'm giving away too much of myself. Then I just had a little nap. Having a good sleep to me now is just as good as any drug you got. There are drugs that put you to sleep. That's how good sleep is. There's drugs that keep you awake as well. Why would you want to stay awake? I couldn't think of anything worse than staying up for like 6 days straight on meth. Why would you want to avoid sleep? You can have so much fun in your sleep as well. I was getting pretty good at lucid dreaming at one point. I could pop out of my body and start flying around a bit. I was actually practicing to lucid dream. Then I got a job and I had to start setting alarms. And you can't be flying around with an alarm about to go off. You'll fucking crash into buildings. No, but I was really starting to become a pretty good lucid dreamer. You need to find a trigger in your dreams. So I was having these dreams. There was 2 types of dreams I was having that I could recognize in the dream that I was having a dream. One was I would have a dream about losing my teeth all the time. Like some weird thing would be happening with my teeth. I'd lose my front teeth or I'd bite on something and fucking teeth would start falling out. And I would have them all the time. Like every second day. Teeth are falling out. I used to be a little bit worried about that too. I'm like, should I be having dreams about my teeth falling out every fucking night? What would Carl Jung say about that? Probably nothing good. But after a while, as soon as I was in the dream and my teeth were falling out, I'd train myself to go, ha, my teeth are falling out. I'm in a fucking dream. Let's go for a cruise. The second type of dream that I could use to lucid dream was a lot harder than the teeth one to recognize. I would have dreams about hanging out with a comedian almost every night, from fucking the most famous comedians in the world to some fucking open micer I saw yesterday. I would just be hanging out somewhere with a comedian. But the problem was I was hanging out with comedians in real life all the time too. So it was hard to differentiate between the dream and real life. But if it was someone like Louis C.K. or Bill Burr, I'd be like, Louis, I'm in a fucking dream. See you later, Louis. And I'd just fly off and Louis would be watching me jerking off. That was a much harder one. But I could still wake up in that one. Once I knew I was dreaming, what would happen was sort of get zoomed back to my body and I'd be asleep in the room, but awake in my dream in the room, the same place. It's pretty fucking weird actually. And then I would have to fully concentrate and try and separate my dream self from my body and start floating around. And I was getting good at it. I was getting really good at it. But like I said, you can't be flying around with your alarm about to go off. It's very stressful. There's a pretty cool book about lucid dreaming, actually. It's called Dreaming Yourself Awake. Lucid Dreaming and the Tibetan Dream Yoga for Insight and Transformation. If you've got time on your hands and you don't have to wake up to alarms every single morning, fucking get into some lucid dreaming. Takes a little bit of practice, but it's fucking fun. Get in there, start flying around your dreams. You can start banging out people you'd never be able to bang out. It's the way to go. Read that book though. Get into lucid dreaming. Dreaming Yourself Awake. It's by B. Alan Wallace. That's my recommendation for the day. Alright, that's it for tonight. Add me on social media. What is it? Wednesday. Send in your stories for Fucked Up Friday. Your fucked up booze stories. Send them into my social media. I'm Boyle Comedy on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. If you're enjoying the podcast, subscribe to it, rate, review. Tell your friends about it and see you fucking later.